Good morning, children. So, yesterday, yesterday's topic, we have completed up to the solid, liquid, and gaseous state and their intermolecular space and force of attraction. Right? What is intermolecular space? Intermolecular space means the space between one molecule to another molecule. Right? So, what about in solid state intermolecular space? In solid state, the molecules are very closely packed so that there is no space between one molecule to another. So, the molecules are tightly packed. So, intermolecular space is less. That means there is no intermolecular space. But what about intermolecular force of attraction or cohesion? Cohesion is more because the two molecules are very attracted towards each other. So the cohesion is more, but the intermolecular space is less. Okay. Then in liquid state, what about the intermolecular space? Intermolecular space is more. That means the molecule have space between one molecule. There is space between one molecule to another molecule. But what about their attraction? As the space increases, cohesion decreases. Attraction is less. So which is having more attraction? Attraction is more in solid. Okay. Then what about gas? Gaseous state, the intermolecular space is more because there is very large distance between one molecule to another molecule. So the intermolecular space is more and the intermolecular force of attraction or cohesion will be very less. Okay. So the intermolecular force of attraction or cohesion is more in solid state and space is more in gaseous state. Okay. So this much we have studied yesterday, and today we on the basis of this intermolecular space and force of attraction, today we are going to study the properties of solid, liquid and gas. What are the properties of solid, liquid and gaseous substances? Okay, so the first property we are going to study is shape and volume. Okay, shape and volume. So if you are taking a solid substance, for example a pencil, a pen or a stone, okay, or a stone or a book or whatever it is, if a solid substance you are taking, they all have a fixed shape, right? All solid substance have fixed shape, right? And they have a fixed volume also. Their volume will be also same. Okay, if you are taking a 1 liter bottle, okay, or 1 kilogram substance, whatever it is, its size, shape, mass, everything will be always fixed. We cannot change it, right? After 1 minute or 2 minutes or 1 day or 2 days, they will not change their shape, size or volume. That all are fixed. And what is the another point? They are generally hard. All solid substances are generally hard. Okay, why they have a fixed shape, volume and why they are hard? Because in solid substances the molecules are tightly packed. Okay, molecules are so tightly packed and they cannot move from one place to another. That is why solid substances are having a fixed shape, volume and they are having a they are generally hard. Understand? Because their molecules are very tightly packed, so they cannot move from one place to another. Okay, so this much we have completed now. So what is the first property? The first property is shape and volume. So what is the property of solid substance? The solid state substances have a fixed shape, size and volume, and they are generally hard. And why? What is the reason behind it? Because the molecules present in a solid substance are tightly packed. That means the molecules are very closely packed. Now you have saw the diagram. In solid state, the molecules are very closely packed so that the molecules are solid substances are having a fixed shape, size and volume. Okay, and so these are the examples for some solid substances. And next we are going to study about a liquid. What about the shape, size and volume of liquids? So in liquid, what will be the shape of the liquid? Water. Does water have any shape? It does not have a fixed shape or volume, shape, size or volume. But if you are keeping inside a glass, Okay, glass or in a cup, what will happen? That water will take the shape of that container, right? Or if you are filling it in a bottle, it will take the shape, size and volume of the container, right? So liquids does not have a fixed shape, they does not have a fixed shape. But if you are taking a volume, if you are taking a particular amount of water, that means if you are taking 1 liter water, if you are filling it in one bottle, the volume will not change. That same water, if you are filling in any another container, the 1 liter will remain 1 liter only, the volume will not change. But what will change? Their shape and size will be changing. How it will change? If you are filling water in a glass, the water will occupy the shape of the glass. If you are filling the water in a circle, in an oval shape container, what will happen? It will occupy the shape of that container. Or if you are filling that in a bottle, what will happen? That water will occupy the shape of that bottle. So the shape and size will be changing, but the volume will be, if you are filling 1 liter in this first container and you are filling that same water in the second also, the volume will be remaining same only, but the shape and size will be changing. What is the reason? Because in liquid state there is some intermolecular space, right? The intermolecular space will be the gap, there will be some gap between one molecule to another molecule. Okay, because of that reason, the molecules can move from one place to another. Molecules are not fixed, so that because of their movement of the molecule, they will not occupy a particular shape. Okay, the molecule will be moving, so that they will not have a fixed shape. Okay, so this is about a liquid. Okay, and what about, so one paragraph sentence is given: if you pour any volume, let it be 200 ml of a liquid from one container to another container, the shape of the liquid will change, right? The shape will be changing, but not its volume. Its volume will not be changing. So what is given? In each container, the volume of the liquid will be how much? 200 ml only. So in each container, in all containers, the volume will be same only. See the diagram. So in these three vessels, in these three vessels, the liquid, the water is occupying the different shapes. That means the shape of each vessel it is acquiring, but the volume will be same, 200 ml. The volume is remaining same in all the containers. Okay, why it is like that? Because of the intermolecular space. Okay, so then what about gaseous substance? The gas does not have a fixed volume, or it does not have a fixed shape. Okay, if you are filling inside a balloon, it will occupy the shape of that balloon. So if you are sitting in a room, in that room where you are sitting, the air is present in it. That what will be the shape of that, the air molecules in that? It will occupy the shape, size and volume of that room where you are sitting, right? So air or the gas does not have a fixed volume or a fixed shape, but what it will do? It will occupy the shape, size and volume of the container. Okay, so in, so why it is like that? Because in gaseous state, the intermolecular force is very weak. That means the molecule can move from one place to another. The molecule can move how much faster distance it can move, how much longer distance it can move, that much longer distance it can take. So that is why the gaseous substances are not having a fixed shape, size or volume. Okay, and it will occupy the shape, size and volume of the container. So the first property, what is the first property of the three states of matter? The first property is shape and volume. Solids have a fixed shape, size and volume. Liquid have no fixed shape and size, but they have a fixed volume. But gaseous substances does not have any fixed shape, size and volume. All are not fixed in gaseous. Okay, in liquid, volume is fixed, shape and size are not fixed, but in solid state, shape, size, volume all are fixed. Okay, then Then the next property that we are going to study is compressibility. Compressing, we are pressing a substance. Okay, so is it possible to press a stone, or is it possible to press your book in your hand, or is it possible to press your pencil or pen in your hand? It is not possible. Why? Because in solid state there is no space to press. In solid state the molecules are very closely packed, so that how much we are pressing on it, how much pressure we are giving on it, if it have a shape, if you are giving a pressure on it, does it change its shape to like this way? It will not change. Why? The molecules are very tightly packed here. There is no gap to press them. The molecules present in it are very tightly packed, so that how much force we are giving on the substance, it will not change its shape, because it is incompressible. We cannot compress a solid substance because the molecules are tightly packed. Okay, so the first point is a solid is practically non-compressible. We cannot compress solid substances, but a liquid and gases are compressible. We can compress liquid and solid substances, because in liquid state, if you are taking a bottle of water completely filled with water, if you will press on the bottle, you can compress it, because liquids, if you are taking a bottle of water and if you are completely filling this bottle with water, and if you are pressing from the both sides, so the bottle will get pressed like this way, right? We can press the bottle, because in the liquid state there are some intermolecular space, so that when we will press the water molecule will get compressed. Understand? So liquid state and same way gaseous state, if you are filling a balloon and after that if you are pressing on the balloon, the balloon will get, we can press on it, because in liquid state and gaseous state there are large intermolecular space, so that we can compress liquid and gaseous substances. Okay, so the compressibility is depending upon the intermolecular space. In solid state there is no intermolecular space, so that all solids are non-compressible, but liquid and gases are compressible. Okay, then fluidity. What do you mean by fluidity? Fluidity means ability to flow. Okay, ability to flow, that is called fluidity. So does a solid flow from one place to another? No. If you are keeping a brick, okay, brick you are keeping, okay, or a stone piece you are keeping, does it will flow like water? It will not flow. Because why it is not flowing? Because in solid state the molecules are tightly packed, that, or in other words we can say they are having a large force of attraction. Because of the force of attraction, what is another name for force of attraction? Cohesion. Okay, because of cohesion, or because of the large intermolecular force of attraction, the molecules are tightly packed, so the molecules of solid cannot flow. Okay, the molecules are we cannot make the solids to flow, but in the case of liquid and gases, what will happen? They can flow. That is why liquid and gases are called fluids. Okay, because of that reason liquid and gases are known as fluids. Okay, so why solid is not considered as a fluid? Because in solid state cohesion, okay, in solid state cohesion is very strong. What is cohesion? Cohesion means a force of attraction. Cohesion is very strong in solid, so that solids cannot flow, but in liquid and gas cohesion is zero. Cohesion is not there, no force of attraction, so that liquids can flow, so liquid and gases can flow. That is why they are known as fluids. Okay, so then how they will flow? How a liquid or gaseous substance will flow from one place to another? How they will flow? See, if you are burning some waste material or some paper on the ground. Okay, if you are burning some waste material, so that smoke will be produced out, right? Smoke is produced. Will this smoke exist there only at a particular place? No, where it will go? It will move from this place to another place, right? It will move from one place to another place, because why? In this, at the place where we are burning, okay, we are heating the substance, right? We are heating the substance. So when we are burning that, large amount of smoke is produced here. Large amount of smoke is produced. So that so many molecules are created over there. So many molecules are created. Large amount of molecules are created over there. So at that region, at this much region, the molecules pressure will be more pressure will be there. So that what these molecules will do, they want to escape from this high pressure area. This molecule want to escape from this high pressure area, so that they will move from the high pressure zone to low pressure zone. That is why they are known as fluids. That is why the gases are, we are telling, they can flow from one place to another. How they will flow? This liquid or gases will flow from high pressure zone to low pressure zone. The molecules will flow from a, it is the natural tendency of gases to flow from a high pressure area to low pressure area. Understand? So this is the point about fluidity. Understand? Solids will not flow because of cohesion, but liquids and gases will flow. Okay, so we have studied three properties. First property was shape and volume. What about the shape and volume? Solid have a fixed shape, size and volume, but liquid and gases have no fixed shape, size and volume because of the intermolecular space. Then what about next, compressibility? All solids are non-compressible. We cannot compress, we cannot press the solids because there is no space between one molecule to another molecule. But liquid and gaseous substances, gases, are compressible because there are large intermolecular space between them. And what about fluidity? Solids cannot flow from one place to another because of the large cohesion, large force of attraction, but liquids and gases are can flow from one place to another. That is why liquid and gases are known as fluids. Okay, then how they will flow? They will flow from the area having low pressure, high pressure to low pressure. Okay, so up to here all of you should read the textbook. Okay, read your textbook, and tomorrow we will start our thermal expansion, last property. Okay, so thank you so much.